Did WeCreate build the Vision Pro 45-watt laser with the woodworker in mind? Let's find out. This is like the WeCreate 20's big brother. This is the WeCreate Vision 45-watt Pro laser and cutting machine. This is a beast. Now, I'm not going to go into an unboxing. I can just tell you that this came extremely well packaged and it's ready to go out of the box. You remove, I think, 6 screws on the sides that it tells you to remove to let the carriage free, and it's good to go. This also comes with a high definition camera that's in the lid. This is fantastic because with the software it comes with, you can register any size object onto that camera and know exactly where you're placing the cut. It also comes with a fantastic autofocus that gauges the thickness of your material and saves you from trying to set up your focus manually and taking any. It takes all the guesswork out of that. The software it comes with is intuitive and super easy to use. I'm also understanding this will work with light burn, but to be honest with you, playing with the WeCreate Maker software does a fantastic job and is super easy to use, and you don't have to purchase it. So now I'm going to try autofocus. I put a piece of 3/4 inch pine down here. So now I'm going to send this to print or to cut. It tells me to press that spring. This button here. This is the very first cut. It looks like there's a little flame down in there, but let's see what it's at. Okay, now. Oh my word. There, it's jars the edge, but it does not come off. Look at that, single cut. WeCreate redesigned the diode laser head with a BeamFocus technology that makes this 45-watt laser perform like a 60-watt laser. Let's try something maybe a little more interesting. Oh my word. Look at this. It cut through that. Beautiful. That is really cool. Well, let's see how this did. This was 1/2 inch birch plywood. Oh my word. This was the first one it cut, and it did 2 passes automatically, and I don't think it needed it because I came back and said just do 1, and it did great. In fact, if anything, it did a better job. So if you're needing to do kind of precision work, I think this is the tool. Something that's optional on the lasers are this Fume Extractor. These are great if you're working in an area that you cannot vent out your laser. Like with me, I can vent this through a wall in my shop, and if you have a window, you could vent it out through that. But if you say you're working in an apartment or even in a basement, you may need something like this extractor that can help you to pull all the fumes from it, and you don't smell anything at all. So now I have a real test for it. This is a piece of 3/4 inch oak flooring, solid flooring, and I'm gonna see if it can cut this and how well it can engrave on it. So we'll load it in. Well, let's take a look. It did flame some, but look at that. 3/4 inch. Look at that. 3/4 inch solid oak. I mean, it's charring, but actually the charring's not bad. That's amazing. All right, let's test it out. We'll put it back in, and now we'll see how well it will engrave. Then we're going to come down here and look at their chart for making it. Well, I want it to look pretty dark. I'm going to say this 55 by 50. So it's the speed of 50 with power of 55. Let's try that. Well, oh my word, look at the depth of that. Holy smoke. What? That thing cut right through that. That's fantastic. So the WeCreate laser had no problem cutting through this 3/4 inch solid oak flooring, let alone its engraving is deep and dark and beautiful. The Vision Pro 45 comes with a larger cutting area. It's actually 22.83 inches wide by 15.75 high. That's a 42% larger bed than the Vision Pro 20 watt. Now I'm going to do a sign for the back deck. And I'm going to reuse some old recycled knotty pine and add some engraving, cutting, and then also some letters on top of it, and we'll see how that works out. Check this out. Okay, we cut everything I wanted on that, and this is old fir. We did a good job on that, so now I want to cut these letters. I spray painted a couple of colors onto a piece of 1/8 inch birch plywood that I'm going to use for some of the lettering that I'm going to cut out. Bring this in. So now I'm going to do the same cut again, but I'm going to use this as an old grayed out piece of cedar, and I think that might be kind of a cool look for it. So I'm going to set this in here. Okay, now I changed how I cut this, so I'm just basically cutting the top and bottom of it, and I think that's going to work better for me. What I'm saying is that the Vision Pro 45 has got the same type capabilities as a larger CO2 laser cutter. Yet with this diode style, it has less the hassles. With a CO2, you have the CO2 unit that, I don't know, I want to call it the flux capacitor, and you've got to run cooling water around that to keep from burning it up. You have a series of mirrors that point down to the laser or direct the laser. You have to always make sure that those are adjusted just right. And this is pretty much bulletproof. And it really, really impresses me. Take a look at some of the projects that could normally be quite complicated, but this machine makes simple. There's so much to show you what it can do besides the wood cutting and wood engraving, but I really wanted to concentrate this video on the woodworker. How can you make this work? How can you make something this simple work in your shop? One, it doesn't take up a huge footprint. You've got room to set this on the bench. That's nice, yet you've got a really good sized bed in here. I'm pretty amazed at what this machine is capable of doing, and very quickly and without a lot of fuss or muss. This thing is a workhorse, and this is going to be my new laser in the shop for quite a while. I'm super impressed with this. Hey, if you like this video and you have any questions or comments, put them in the comments section down below. Also, WeCreate created a discount code for $100 off. If you want to use that, I'll put that in the description down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and in the meantime, well, I'll see you soon.